right. Here we go. Good morning, Rotarians. Thank you for joining us. This club meeting is called to order. Shortly, I'll be sharing the screen and leading us through another fun presentation to direct the conversation. And periodically, I'll bring the screen down so that we can see each other's beautiful and friendly faces and have more dialogue. So feel free to speak out as you would in an in-person meeting, but if you're not using your microphone, be sure to put yourself on mute, or maybe I'll do it at the cost of a club fine. So here we go, screen sharing about to happen. So welcome everybody to the Fortuna Sunrise Rotary Club meeting for September 9th, 2020. This is volume 11 of my presidential year. Oh, somebody's already trying to get a fine out there. I hear him. We have an amazing Rotary Club and I am so thankful to be a part of it. All right, I'm going to bring down the screen share and we're going to do some introductions of guests this morning. We have Marty Coehlo from the CR Foundation. Give it up. All right, we also have Lynette Mullen. Thanks for joining us, Lynette. And we have the one, the only Dawn Winterhome. Give it up for Dawn. Thanks for joining us. All right, back to some screen sharing fun.
And Diana.
Oh, is Diana here? Diana Rios from the Fortuna New Club. Thank you. She made it. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Erin. So typically at this time we'd be doing the flag salute, but since we're doing a virtual meeting, a little American history lesson. Did you know that on this day in 2003, Apple iTunes sells its 10 millionth song after just 4 months of being open? The songs cost 99 cents. And this was a major milestone, not only from Apple, but the music industry that had just started a short time before with Apple's iTunes, where most music was downloaded through peer-to-peer networks illegally, breaking the copyright laws via torrent sites and whatnot. Although this peer-to-peer file sharing continued after Apple, it proved with the right technology and the right pricing strategy, the internet could help the music industry adapt to the changing market. And big news for Apple users, you might have noticed that iTunes actually has been discontinued and now it is just Apple Music, which is a streaming service, which seems to be where we've moved to. So after 17 years of downloads, we have adapted and changed, and that's just the sign of the times, right? So most people are now streaming music as opposed to downloading. All right. Inspirational message of the day. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. And if you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody. Our four-way test, we're going to call on Rotarian Penny Frigeau this morning.
All right, good morning. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Woo! Well done, Penny. Thank you. Announcements this morning. I will turn it over to Rick Center for Flags on Main Street updates.
All right, thank you, Simon. As I was talking to John, this Friday is 9/11, Patriot Day. That's the day when the Twin Towers came down. If you remember, we lost over 2,000 people there. Anyway, looking outside right now, it's still dark. So we're going to change the time for setup at 7:30 on Friday morning at 8th and Main. And we'll take them down again at 6:30 that evening. And Kurt, if you're planning to come, I'd like you to meet me at the garage at 7:15 on Friday morning, if you would. And as John said, we had a little happening this week. Someone broke into our storage place and stole 4 of our American flags and took them off the poles. They were recovered by the police along with a bunch of our vests, so no real harm done, but John and I went down and secured the building a little better, so we're in better shape now. But anyway, 7:30 on Friday morning, if you can come and help out. It's the Srotmus Day, but they don't have a lot of people, so more bodies are needed. So we'll see you there. And thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Well, you gotta give it to the thief for at least being patriotic, right?
Yeah, he had him hanging on his pickup, so I guess it's all right.
Yeah, maybe we should run a campaign to get that person some American flags, huh?
Yeah, or some jail time.
Uh,
Anything to add on that, Sapper? Sapper was there too.
Nope.
Okay.
how did you secure the building, if you don't mind me asking? JB Weld or something, or?
Actually, we screwed a 2x4 into the wall and where they can't open the door again.
Okay. Thank you so
I
much.
thought we tied the perpetrator to it.
There was a chain there.
Goodness. Well, thank you for getting ready. Thank you for managing this program. It's very much cherished by our town, so we really appreciate it. And everybody, we'll see you out there. Because of my school schedule, I might not be out in the morning, but I'll definitely be there that evening, Friday evening. So.
Good deal. Thanks, Simon.
Yep. Thank you. Okay, let's see. We also have the district governor's visit, and at this point, it's looking like it's going to be via Zoom. I know restaurants have opened up to in-person dining, but they're at 50% capacity. So we're just kind of navigating these waters. But at this point in time, we'll probably be still in the Zoom meetings at that time. So that's October 14th. And then World Polio Day is October 24th. And we have a group of Rotarians starting to kind of generate some ideas for how we're going to do that this year. What it's going to look like. In the past, we've done Purple Pinky Day. We've done Pints for Polio. We've had little fundraiser dinners and stuff like that. And so it might look a little different, most likely going to look a little different. So how that's all going to work. If anybody's interested in being a part of those conversations too, please let me know, send me a message, and we'll get together and talk about it, how it's going to look. Awesome. Thank you so much. And let's keep on trucking here. All right. So being an art educator, and my theme of this year is to introduce people to art. And this week we're going to be looking, our feature artist, the artist of the week is Hayao Miyazaki. Brilliant Japanese animator who's been working for, 40 plus 50 years doing animation, insane work ethic, and just beautiful animator. And so we're going to take a deeper look into some of his works that you might have seen if you're into animation. And so on to the next slide. Early life and career. After having completed studies in economics at a university in Tokyo in 1963, he took a position as an entry-level animator at Toei Animation, a division of Toei Studios, and was Asia's largest producer of animation. Miyazaki's individual style became more apparent in Kaze no Tane no Nashika, or Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. It was a monthly manga Japanese cartoon strip, and the story followed Nausicaa, which was a princess and a reluctant warrior on her journey through an ecologically ravaged world. And unfortunately, bad dubbing and poor editing made the United States release. Originally, the film was unwatchable, and it took over a decade for Hayao to consider another Western release, which I'm glad he did reconsider, because the new version of Nausicaa is amazing, and it is a great story about the world's kind of creating this defense against pollution and whatnot, and it creates all these really nasty creatures and clouds and stuff, and everybody thinks the world is actually destroyed, but underneath the surface of it all, it's actually rebuilding and regenerating. So if you haven't seen that movie, it is a really cool environmental piece, and brilliant animation. So Studio Ghibli is his animation studio, and it's him and one of his longtime friends and business partners, Takahata, and they created this company and produced over 20 full-length animated films over their time of working together. And Miyazaki's Shinshiro no Kamikushi, or as we call it in America, Spirited Away, captivated the top prize at the 2002 Berlin International Film Festival. It won Best Asian Film in the Hong Kong Film Awards, and it was also named the Best Animated Feature at the 2003 Academy Awards. In native Japan, it won Best Picture at the 2002 Japanese Academy Awards, and it replaced Titanic in Japan as the top grossing film in Japanese history. So hugely popular to see an animation supersede a live action film like that. If you haven't watched Spirited Away, it is fantastic, visually stunning, every moment of it. Miyazaki also has kind of a storyline or story arc that you see in a lot of his films about a child kind of going through troubling times, maybe a parent that's got cancer or a move that's really hard on it. And then the child kind of goes into this fantasy world to deal with the trauma of it. So it's really interesting. I think that maybe psychologically there might have been some early childhood trauma that he's kind of relating through these films. So if you get a chance, check out Miyazaki's work. It is amazing. And we go to the final slide where I call on a Rotarian to tell us a little bit about the work of this artist and give a little critique. And this morning, we're going to call on Walt Giacomini. Are you there, Walt? Mr. Walt.
I am.
Hey, well, thank you. Thank you so much. You're going to be the art critic this week. Tell me a little bit. What's the medium? Discuss, interpret. Tell me a little bit about this animation cell from Princess Mononoke.
Well, my first reaction was it could possibly be a self-portrait of myself when I first get up in the morning. Beyond that, my credibility when it comes to art is very low. So it's rather shocking to look at, I will say that. That's pretty much all I got.
Okay. Hey, well, you started off with a bang. You made me laugh. That's great. And I like relating it to yourself. That's something that we should all do when we look at art, is we should interpret it, and it should mean different things to us, right? Art is really subjective. So great start, but we kind of faltered at the end there. So how about a $10 fine, Walt?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you so much. All right, and another little fun game I've been playing, fun in air quotes there, is Guess the Artist. And I think I'm going to call on Mr. Ken Haupy this morning. Are you there, Ken?
I don't answer. Does that mean I'm not here?
Nope, it sounds like you are. Hey, thank you so much. So Ken, let's just do a little role playing here. You go to a sushi restaurant and they have used the works of renowned female artists, Japanese artist, Kusama, most known for her dot art. She does a lot of little dots, and they use that as a print on the to-go boxes. So Ken, can you tell us which one of these art pieces is by Yayoi Kusama?
Well, since you said it's dot art, I would say number 3.
1, 2, or 3, and you're going to go with 3?
Yes.
Okay, 3 incorrect. That's a $5 fine. Sorry, sir. That is Mirror Number 9 by Roy Lichtenstein. Good guess, but I threw you a curveball, as I typically do with this one.
Yeah, you misled me. It's not the truth.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was the truth, because she is well known for that, but this particular piece does not feature dots. So how about we call on Mr. Rick Sinner? I don't think you've played this game either. You got a 50-50 chance here. Is it 1 or 2? Oh, audio troubles? Here, I can probably unmute you here. Did that help you?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
I guess number 2.
Number 2. No, that's incorrect. That is number 28 by Jackson Pollock. I won this week. $5 fine for you, sir. Actually, number 1 is Snow by Kusama. Beautiful piece there. A nice use of patterns in all of these. Yeah, and Jackson Pollock obviously known for his splatter artwork there. So I definitely was throwing some curveballs. So I'm I'm going to stop the sharing right now and see if there's anybody that wants to share themselves. Is there anything going on in your lives that maybe we could recognize you for? Any boasts, brags?
Simon.
Yes.
So since Mary's not here, I will fess up. Julie and I just celebrated our 40th anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
We also spent 5 days with our granddaughter in lovely 110 smoke-filled Central Valley. So I'll give you $40 to the foundation and a $15 fine, including the 5 for fines.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Ken. I really appreciate it. And so does our Rotary Club. Thank you. Awesome. Congratulations.
I'm slow on math. How much was that total?
$10.
Was it
55.
12?
55.
55, 40 to foundation, and then 15 to club fines. All right.
Hey, I want to throw this out as coming from a family of wildland firefighters. I have a nephew who's been out there for nonstop for 2 months, and I just want to have a kind of a moment of acknowledgement to all the firefighters that have been working. This has been a tremendous season like they've never seen.
Oh,
I'd like to add the National Guard because we were down where I grew up is just below Shaver Lake, and flying helicopters into active fires areas has got to be amazing. And I think the last count I saw, they hauled out 207 campers, and they still got about 50 left to try to get out. So.
Yeah, 2020 is definitely turning out to be a very challenging year, and we're realizing how many people that we rely on, you know, to keep us safe, to keep us healthy. And so hats off to all those people that are out there in the trenches working.
President Simon,
Yes, Don Jewett.
this coming Friday, Patriots Day, is my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Don.
Yeah, so I'd like to give the customary $5 to the foundation plus 95 to make it an even 100.
Woo! Hot dog. Thank you.
All right, Don, maybe we'll raise a flag for you.
Thank you, Rick.
I see Carrie Anderson's got her hand up too.
Yeah, since Mary's not here, I guess I'll fess up too. I'm not quite there with Ken, but my husband and I celebrated our 12-year anniversary this last weekend.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Congrats. Did you have a fun time? Did you get away from
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, we went to the lake with the family and spent the weekend in the smoke. It was awesome. It was still great though. That's all right. We'll take it.
We had a good time.
Yes, Heck was there. Heck can vouch for the good time.
So Heck's taking trips to the lake, huh?
Whoops. Sorry, Heck.
He outed himself there.
He did. That's true.
Heck, did you do anything? What, fishing? Hang out on a houseboat? Anything worth some money, maybe?
Well, we have
Neither of those.
we hung out on our boats. We have ski boats. We hung out and tubed the kids and, you know, had a few beverages. It was a good weekend.
Nice. And did you specify how much that was worth for you there, Carrie? The anniversary?
Well, what's the anniversary is what is that? That's a foundation, right?
Yeah, it's $5 usually. Yeah.
All right. And then I don't know, whatever you think the rest of it's worth. We had a summer at the lake. So yeah,
Okay.
we spent a lot of time at the lake this year.
Did you receive any financial advice from Heckwood while you were at the lake?
Yeah, maybe I did. Yeah, that's probably
How about an additional
should pay part of the fine, right?
Yeah, $5 to the both of you guys.
I think it's worth more than that.
Oh, well, hey.
Right, Heck?
Nope, Heck's.
He's shaking his head no. I don't know. Whatever you think, Simon.
It'll give me more opportunity to put you guys on blast through the next couple of meetings here. So
Perfect.
we'll just
Heck
keep
is the
working.
kind of financial advisor that never advises donating money.
Hey, smart. Smart stuff. All right. Well, let's keep this show moving unless anybody else got something to share.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Sal. Kenichi.
President Simon.
Yes, sir.
I also, I had a birthday last week and I'm going to miss getting Mary's chocolate bar, but had a birthday last Thursday, September 3rd. So,
Well, happy birthday.
yeah, I'll throw 20 in there.
42 years or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No, I'm holding a pair of 6s now.
Hey, nice. Well,
Thank
that
you.
might win you a hand. Well, congratulations. It sounds like it was a busy week. Anniversaries, birthday parties, all kinds of stuff happening. 2020 can't hold us back. All right. Well, we're going to get back into this program so we can get our speaker. And here we go. Last little bit of my program today is our weekly recognition, where I am recognizing somebody from the club and just talking about how awesome they are. And who do you think is going to get recognized this week? Who will it be? What Rotarian? I think it's going to be Erin Dunn. Erin Dunn, we've got you as a vintage cheerleader for the Oregon Ducks, huh? What do you think about that?
I like it.
Okay. Okay, well, you know, if I was going to sum Erin up into 3 words, it would probably be leader, organizer, and cheerleader. So let's go a little deeper, huh? Did you know at age 19, she was chosen as the Oregon Institute Order of Rainbow for Girls Grand Worthy Advisor representing the entire state of Oregon. And as a Freemason myself, I say hats off to you for joining that organization, and what a awesome thing you did. But as an Oregon Duck, she became the president of the University of Oregon Alumni Chapter in Washington, D.C., and served as the alumni board of the University of Oregon. In 2015, 2016, she served as our Rotary District 5130's district governor, representing the 48 clubs in the 6 northern counties. And also she served as the director of many nonprofit boards, including the McLean Foundation, the Ferndale Repertory Theater, and the League of Women Voters. So Erin Dunn, the leader. Erin Dunn, organizer supreme. You know, if Erin is put in charge of creating a unique fundraising event or project, she proceeds with a sheer force of will. Recent successful events or projects include Grave Matters and Untimely Departures that's at the Fortuna Sunrise Cemetery, the creation of the Fortuna Dog Park, Dog of the Year campaign with the Fortuna Chamber of Commerce, and she also is one of the heavy hitters that brought you the popular seafood boil here for our Fortuna Sunrise Rotary Club. So thank you, Erin, for being such an awesome organizer. And cheerleader, or publicist, you may say. And the short publicity concentrates on gaining significant visibility among the public, for which it requires as much coverage in the media as possible. Erin's worked 20 years as a theatrical publicist at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., and on Broadway in New York City. She was the CEO of the Fortuna Chamber of Commerce for 11 years, promoting Fortuna everywhere. An additional notable thing is that Erin Dunn is a woman that had no children of her own, but had the ability to keep 5 different Rotary Exchange students alive during their time with her. So that means a lot, and I mean a lot, of tater tot casserole. So 3 final parting words to describe Erin are, go Oregon Ducks! So Erin.
Go Ducks!
Go Ducks. So let's give a big round of applause for Erin Dunn this morning. Yeah. Erin, that cheerful illustration has to be worth as much as a lunch on the road traveling to an Oregon Ducks game, right? I'd say maybe
You know it.
$20.
Sure.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for the honor, Simon. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being the person you are. Yeah, that's part of this whole recognition thing, is so that we realize all the awesome talent that we have in our club. And so that when we're thinking about our next project, think about all of the assets that we have here, all the strengths that we have within our club, and how those will all play together to collaborate and do great things. So thank you, Erin, for your leadership, for your organizing, and for your cheerleading.
I have a comment, Simon.
Please.
About 3.5 years ago, it was before we moved here, excuse me, and we were looking to move up to Northern California. And I thought, I'm going to go look at Fortuna. And I stopped in the Chamber of Commerce office, and Erin was there, and she really helped me out, gave me a bunch of information, and made me think, I think I'd like to live in Fortuna. So here I am. Thank you, Erin.
That's great testimony.
Yeah.
Right there. Awesome.
Known her a long time now.
Well, we're glad to have you too, Kurt. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, well, I'm going to pass it over to our program chair and featured Rotarian of the Week, Erin Dunn, to introduce this week's program. Erin.
Thank you, Simon. It's my pleasure to introduce Marty Coehlo. He's the Executive Director of College and Advancement and the CR Foundation for College of the Redwoods. But he's here today as a volunteer for the COVID Economic Resiliency Consortium, better known as CERC. CERC. Welcome, Marty. Thank you.
Thanks, I appreciate the introduction. I'm also here today with Lynette Mullen. She is the project manager for the CERC. And we will be talking to you today about a campaign we just launched called Wear a Mask. So the CERC is comprised of economic development and business support organizations, and was established to share updates, coordinate resources, and ensure consistent communication to area businesses and to the public at large. And several of you today are on the CERC. I'm here today to ask for your support for the countywide Wear a Mask campaign that the CERC has launched back on August 10th, I believe. We're asking for your participation as a Rotary Club, as businesses, and as community leaders. Later, I'll identify some specific actions you can take to support the campaign. As general background, we are currently at a moderate level for COVID in the state. The state just put out a new tracking mechanism for COVID in the state. I'm going to try to share a screen here. Is it possible to be allowed to share screen?
Yes, sir. I will open it up for you. One moment. Okay, you should have the opportunity to do that now, Marty.
Great, thanks. So this was just released last week. The state decided to reorganize how they track COVID within the state, and they've got it down to 4 different levels. And as you can tell, far northern California is at the moderate level. We've had 434 cases of COVID to date. Primarily, it's been due to large family and friend gatherings where folks aren't masked up, or Humboldt folks traveling out of the county and getting COVID and bringing it back. One of the reasons that we've been able to stay at a moderate level and keep COVID under control, so to speak, is the Office of Emergency Services and Public Health Department have really done a really good job of tracking and tracing. And so they've been able to identify folks that potentially have COVID, get them tested, and keep kind of a lid on the things. But you can see below us that it's widespread. And so we're getting stories out of Sonoma that are pretty darn disturbing. And we're hoping that we can continue to stay at a moderate level. If you're like me, you've lived in Humboldt a while. I think I've lived here since 1991. And there's certain truths to living in Humboldt. So one truth, all it takes is one person getting the Humboldt crud, and every person in Humboldt gets the Humboldt crud. Second truth, we do not have a robust medical system. I think just about anybody in Humboldt could agree to that. We only have 27 ICU beds for COVID patients and for other emergencies. And in talking to the CEO of Open Door Clinics the other day, he said that on any given day, the vast majority of those beds can already be filled. So it does put us in kind of a precarious situation. And so knowing that, we wanted to ensure that businesses could stay open and we could keep COVID under control. And so we launched a campaign. And I'm going to attempt to share again. So we launched a campaign throughout the county. Wear a mask, don't make us ask, keep Humboldt healthy. And what we're focusing really on is the fact that we do have a pretty limited medical system within the county, that we're encouraging folks to wear masks so that we can keep our businesses open. We're encouraging wearing masks so that we have the opportunity to send our kids back to school, hopefully in a safe environment. And that we're encouraging folks to try to maintain that social distancing of 6 feet and wash their hands and try to do things outside as much as possible. We're running a social media campaign through Facebook and Instagram, and a very robust PSA program in radio, print, and TV. In fact, Access Humboldt, Bi-Coastal Media Humboldt, Eureka Broadcasting, Lost Coast Communications, Mad River Broadcasting, K-Mud, Red-Headed Black Belt, Redwood News, Time Standard have all come on board, kind of take our PSA campaign and put it on steroids, so to speak, to ensure that the folks in our community hear about it. In addition to the social media push and the PSA campaign, we are promoting the campaign through partnering organizations and businesses. This includes all the businesses and organizations, foundations, educational institutions already involved on the CIRC, but it also includes folks like AEDC, California Center for Rural Policy, Changing Tides, College of the Redwoods, the Headwaters Fund, RCRA, RREDC, all of the county's convention bureaus and chambers of commerce, Humboldt State University, and more. And a few of our newest partners includes Open Door Clinics, St. Joseph Health System, and McKinleyville Middle Schools. In fact, we had a conversation with McKinleyville Middle Schools the other day, and they were just thrilled that they were going to be able to get materials to encourage their students and families to wear masks. I tell you all this to show that we're serious about driving this campaign forward. It's really hard at this time, as you all know, how long that campaign is going to have to go. But it's critical that we get it in place because winter is coming, as they say in Game of Thrones. And having the crud or the flu and COVID, I don't think that's an experience any individual would want to go through. So what can you do to support the campaign? We're asking for at least a $500 contribution to the campaign to assist in producing materials. This includes posters, flyers, window clings, buttons, and stickers. We've distributed those out to the chambers of commerce, including in Fortuna, and they're going fast. It's kind of easy to put buttons on employees and posters up in the windows and window clings to hand out to folks to help support the message of just wearing a mask. Your businesses or organizations can declare yourselves as partners of the Wearing a Mask campaign. In doing so, you can record audio and video PSAs that we share on social media, on radio and TV. You can hand out our printed material to other businesses and the public. And we can also produce a personalized campaign. So if you want to take pictures of your employees or your family, you can send it to our website and we will be able to create customized posters for you that you can then print or you can drop into social media. And I'm going to go ahead and copy some contact information and put that in the chat for you and answer any questions you might have.
Marty, I have a question. The first graph that you showed, what were the metrics for those different levels of COVID activity in the state?
You know what? I did not have the answer to that. I'm going to have to go back and educate myself.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have some more questions for Marty this morning?
I would say, hey, Marty, this is Ross. I'm going to ask you a question. What have you seen as a groundswell for this? Has it been taking off in Humboldt and Del Norte County, or Is it slowly moving along? What is your sense?
Yeah, it's actually it's growing a lot faster than I thought would happen. The more people that hear about it, the more people that want to be involved. I think a lot of it is we don't have any politics in this, the group at all. We're really concerned about keeping our businesses open. Humboldt's economy is too small and fragile to have any sort of additional degradation of the economic base here. And I think we're such an enclosed community behind the Redwood Forest, behind the Redwood Curtain, that we just in general need to look out for each other. And so that's really led to more and more businesses and organizations hopping on board and asking what they can do. And so we're usually running 3 to 4 different PSAs every week, and folks are hearing them, so that's good. And we just encourage any of you that have businesses and organizations to come on board and partner up and do what you feel comfortable with.
Excellent. Thank you.
Lynette, do you have anything to add?
We just appreciate your time today. And if there's anything you need, and I believe Marty mentioned this already, but for businesses that do want to encourage folks to wear masks when they come in, or just promote the fact that that's what you do within your business, these customized posters, we have somebody that can set it up. So it's very clear that it's your business that's supporting this. Anything we can do, really, and again, it's not political. Not everybody really believes in the validity of wearing masks, but really where we're coming from is there's nothing lost by doing it, and there's a lot that can be gained. So.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. We really appreciate what you guys are doing, and thank you for coming in and talking to us about this campaign. Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, you bet, Marty. Thank you. All right, give it up. All right, so typically towards the end of our meeting, we do a drawing where you could win untold fortunes. And it's about that time. What are we at? What's the total, Ross?
We're at $115.
Woo! Has the pot ever gotten this big? Probably.
No, I've never seen it this big.
Good, good.
It has gotten that big, but that's a good sized pot.
Good, good, good. Well, then somebody's got to win, right? You got a 1 in 4 chance, I think, of winning once I draw your ticket. And the ticket this morning goes to the man, the legend, Keith Borges. Is he still with us, or did he leave?
Hey, Keith is here.
He's here. Keith? All right, here we go. What ball will it be, Keith?
Hard to say, huh?
Hard to say. Let's see. Oh, Craft Talk.
Invisible ball.
No, it's a Craft Talk.
Oh boy.
For a $25 fine. You get a pick.
$25 on a
Yeah.
And a Craft Talk. Wow, that's double.
No. It's either or. You get the Craft Talk or the $25 fine.
Oh, I got you. One or the other. Well, I wouldn't want to belabor the club with a Craft Talk about accounting, so I'll happily pay the $25. I think the rest of the club might kick in as well, but no, I'll pay the $25.
Thank you so much, Keith. Oh goodness. Well, good work, everybody. The pot still goes unclaimed, so. Hot dog. I'm excited to see who's going to win it. Anything else for the good of Rotary, for our club in particular, for the world, for our local community? Anything else that we'd like to talk about before we part and go our separate ways?
Yeah, where do you get one of those cool Rotary masks we saw in the video there? By our presenter. Probably at Rotary.org or something, huh?
No, actually, Simon, I can order those up for individual members if they wish off of Russell Hampton. There's if you go to a site called Russell Hampton, and it's a Rotary supply company, they have probably 5 different masks that are Rotary based.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Ross, they garnish about 2 to 3% of your check every month, Russell Hampton?
Yeah, pretty much. They just take it right out of your master charge, so don't worry about it.
So russellhampton.com?
Yeah, yeah. It's a good site. Russell Hampton is a really good site to get all manner of shirts and hats and vests and table decorations, and if you look in Rick Center's closet, he's a big investor in Russell Hampton.
Looks
Hey,
like
Simon, this is John. Just as a reminder, what Rick mentioned earlier is that everyone who can be down at 8th and Main at 7:30 this Friday morning and 6:30 in the evening to help with the flags would be greatly appreciated.
that's a great opportunity to get outside and work together, but still keep some distance too. Awesome. Looks like Diana Rios has her hand raised.
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that bought tickets last week from our major fundraiser. It really did set Dave Morris's mind at ease for all of you that had reached out to him or reached out to me. If we still have tickets until October 22nd when we'll be doing our drawing. So I just wanted to say thank you though for everyone that reached out right away on Wednesday and got their tickets.
How much were those raffle tickets again, Diana Rios?
They're $20 each or 6 for $100, and it's a cash prize.
Okay.
You good,
Hi, you guys. Oh, sorry. Hi, you guys. I had to hop off because Cal Fire Commander here called, and things are pretty dire in Xenia, Kitten Palm, Ruth, and at this point they're only able to do structure protection. They're not really doing submission. I don't think that's the right word. Suppression. And that with a southerly wind, it's going to be coming north, not to Fortuna, but just that things are pretty dire right now. And he was just giving a call to make sure that the elected officials knew, but I wanted to share that with you, that you might want to keep an eye on that and follow up if you have friends, family in any of those areas.
Oof. Thank you for the update, Erin. Anybody got any happy news in the meeting on? I know we already shared it all out. Well, I guess the best news is that you're all here and we're all Rotarians and we're going to keep doing good in the world because that's what we do, right? We're people of action. So keep thinking about what we can do to improve, to build, to support, to help other people out, because that's what service is all about, right? So thank you so much for joining us here for our weekly meeting. Thanks for coming every week. I look forward to more, and I look forward to working along your side. So have a wonderful day, everybody. And this club meeting is adjourned.
Kurt, will I see you at 7:15 on Friday morning at Ford Garage?
Yes, Rick, I'll be there.